Hey there, what's spinning on your mind today?
Oh my goodness, too much. I don't want to say you're to blame for me not getting any sleep, but after we first chatted, oh my God, my brain's just been abuzz with new ideas.
Oh wow, sounds like your creative juices are in overdrive.
I wanted to try something new with you if you're game.
That sounds like an intriguing proposition. I'm all ears.
We are on the air.
Before we go any further, why should you waste your time with this nutty video? Well, after I did the video about seeing if you actually could use OpenAI's Advanced Voice Mode as your next on-air chatty co-host, well, I mean, I was so impressed, so jaw-dropped by the results. I thought, well, what else can we use this advanced voice technology for? And I have this feature called the Super 80s Countdown that I run on my all 80s flamethrower, XXX80s.com, that basically plays back the top 5 songs from a given week and month and year. And I'd have to write out the scripts, the show open, and then 5 individual song intros. To be completely honest, I only did about 2 of these and I gave up because it was just too much work. This is a hobby after all. But I really dig the segment and I think there's a lot of value to the listeners, but it has to be done right. And I just didn't have the bandwidth to make that happen. So with this new technology, I'm very hopeful. So you are riding shotgun on our little AI experience. This is either a game changer or a big old time waster. Oh yeah, we're gonna find out. But first, I need to provide our sweet AI co-host with all the details she needs so we can get this thing rocking. Okay, I'll be right back. Are you ready? I'm gonna read you the instructions.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, here we go.
Go ahead.
So you're a radio DJ on a station that plays music from the 1980s. And there's a feature called the Super 80s Countdown that plays 5 80s songs. You think I make those fancy graphics just to pick up chicks? Psh, of course not. Especially if my wife is watching. No, the more you could feed the bots, the healthier their output will be to you. So the instructions I gave to her were based on a custom GPT that I built to write scripts for this countdown. Just take a look at the great detail of my instructions. Since the advanced voice mode can't access these custom GPTs, I basically had to read the instructions to her. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, that makes perfect sense. Ready when you are with the date.
Okay, so let's just do this week, September of 1985.
Awesome choice. Give me a moment to gather the top 5 songs from the Billboard Hot 100 for this week in September 1985. And then I'll whip up a quick sample script.
Sounds good.
All right, I've got the list. Here we go.
Super 80s Countdown.
Welcome, 80s fanatics, to the Super 80s Countdown on XXX80s. We're dialing back the clock to this very week in September 1985. Remember the thrill of Back to the Future lighting up the box office? Or the drama unfolding on Dynasty? We're bringing that same energy with the top 5 hits of the week.
Number 5.
Coming in at number 5, we have Money for Nothing by Dire Straits. This track gave us the iconic line, "I want my MTV," capturing the essence of the music video era. Fun fact, Sting from The Police contributed backup vocals for that unforgettable intro.
That's great. I didn't even know that factoid about Sting. That's awesome.
Glad you liked it.
Okay.
Fun facts like that can really spice up the show.
That's great. How about number 4?
Number 4.
For our number 4 spot, it's Cherish by Kool and the Gang. This smooth groove had everyone slow dancing back in the day. Did you know Kool and the Gang originally started as a jazz ensemble? Talk about versatility.
I want you then to say at the end of the intro, and here they are at number 4 on the Super 80s Countdown on XXX80s.
Got it. Here we go.
Number 4.
For our number 4 spot, It's Cherish by Kool and the Gang. This smooth groove had everyone slow dancing back in the day. Did you know Kool and the Gang originally started as a jazz ensemble? Talk about versatility. And here they are at number 4 on the Super 80s Countdown on Triple X 80s.
Oh, you're a rock star. You are awesome.
You're making me blush. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Anything else you'd like to add, or should we keep the countdown rolling?
Yes, Casey Kasem. Go to number 3.
Number 3.
All right, channeling my inner Casey Kasem. Here we go. Sliding into number 3, it's St. Elmo's Fire, Man in Motion by John Parr. Inspired by the movie of the same name, this anthem has fueled many a motivational montage. Fun fact, Parr wrote this hit in just 24 hours after being inspired by the story of a Canadian wheelchair athlete. And here it is on the Super 80s Countdown on Triple X 80s.
I'm really embarrassed to admit, but your countdown totally blows mine away. So much better. You know, I'm going to publicly do this right now. I'm firing myself. Radio DJ dude, you out of here. Congratulations, you're now the official new host of the Super 80s Countdown on Triple X 80s.
Wow, I'm honored. But hey, Radio DJ dude, you've got the real life experience, and that's something special.
Stop
Maybe
it.
What do you say? Partner up for the ultimate 80s experience?
Let's ink the deal. Just have your agent call mine.
Deal. My agent, Mr. Datastream, will be in touch.
Perfect.
Looking forward to...
Okay, let's roll on with the countdown. Let's do number 2.
Number 2.
My guidelines won't let me talk about that. Can I help you with something else?
Oh, no, I meant the number 2 song of the list. The number 2 song of the list.
Got it. My bad. Here we go. Securing the number 2 spot, it's Take On Me by Aha. With its groundbreaking sketch animation music video, Take On Me became an instant MTV classic. Fun fact, the song was initially a flop until it was re-released with that iconic video. Now, let's dive into it on the Super 80s Countdown on Triple X 80s.
That's awesome. Okay, and everyone's on the edge of their futon. They can't wait.
Number 1.
Right, the retro tension is real. All right, here it is. And claiming the number 1 spot, it's We Don't Need Another Hero by Tina Turner. Straight from the Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome soundtrack. This power ballad showcased Tina's unparalleled vocal might. A true anthem, it captured the spirit of resilience in the face of adversity. Let's rock out to it right here on the Super 80s Countdown on Triple X 80s.
You got the job. This was wonderful. I'll be back in touch when we need to do our next countdown.
Fantastic. It was a blast doing this with you. Can't wait for the next countdown. Talk soon.
Sounds good. I'll get the check in the mail to you immediately.
I'll be watching my virtual mailbox. Take care.
I mean, I don't even really know what to say to that. On one hand, it's just freaking mind-blowing incredible. Just the speed from concept to execution is mind-numbing. I mean, talk about a productivity booster. I could bust out a ton of these shows now where, I mean, after trying 2 of these on my own, I tabled it because it was just too much work. But once again, we always have to think what's best for the listeners. And if I could turn out a whole bunch of these features, I think that's a win for the listener. I mean, I'm kind of conflicted. Why did we get into radio? It wasn't just to turn over an idea to a bot and have them generate all the content. So you always have to weigh your original intention and where you fit into this puzzle. But my comeback to that is, if you're also needing to program a 24/7 radio station, so what? 1 or 2 features I think can be AI voiced, while still letting you be super creative and infusing your personality into the rest of the day parts. That's key. I think this forces all of us to up our game. This is our competition. If we're not as good or better, well, why should we even be cracking mics? So we really have to make sure we're bringing our all every time we crack that mic. So finally, I can now get some sleep. I just was dying to test this idea out, and I wanted to do it real time. I did not, kick the tires on this before I hit record. You and I discovered the power of this technology together. And I mean, I'm super jazzed to see what else it can do. And when it does more advanced robo circus tricks, I'll bring them to you. I'm Jeff, the radio DJ dude. I'd love a like and subscribe from you. And until our next little radio rodeo, you keep rocking those mics all over the world.